Hello friends. Today we are going to make a flag out of this Dollar Tree palette. I've seen other people do it, so I just thought I'd give my take on it. This is one of their little bit bigger palettes. They have smaller ones. This is probably 6 by 6 inches, I'm guessing, maybe a tad bit bigger. And so let's get started. I'm going to start off by taping off a section. Let's see. Okay, and I'm using some apple barrel paint in cobalt blue. It's not a true navy, but I think it'll still work for what I'm working on. And I'm just going to paint this section right here blue. Just using a regular foam brush. And I wasn't sure if I'd have to put 2 coats on or not, but it's kind of looking like I might. I don't know though. This will be good because I'm going to sand it anyway. This might be good enough. And I couldn't decide whether to get the inside or not, but for now I think I'm going to leave that as is. I don't know. Maybe I should get those inside little bars. What do you think? Okay, let's give that a try. So I'm going to dry it real quick here using my heat tool. Okay, now I'm going to tape off this so I don't get the next colors on top of my blue. And we'll start with red, I think. And I'm undecided if I should sand it or just leave it painted smooth as is. Don't want to get that string in it. I wasn't very careful. I wasn't thinking the next bar is going to be white. I love making Independence Day crafts. The stars, the red, white, and blue. Just great. Now let's do some white. Oop. I may have to go over that spot again where I got some red on the white bar. We will see. Try and decide what to do with those pieces in between. I kind of wish I would have left them alone. Kind of wish I would have left them the natural wood. And if I were to make another one of these, I think that's what I would do, is leave them plain. Let's see, I gotta paint my star. Looks like I got a little bit of red on my brush, so it's mixing with my white. I'm stumbling today, fumbling around. Thought I was a little more prepared than this. Okay. Okay, that should be dried good enough. So I'm going to sand my star lightly. Trying to go with the grain of the wood as I sand. Just distressing it a little bit. Yeah, I like that look a little bit better. I don't want the blue to go into my white, but it looks like it's working out. Just using this little gator sander that I got on Temu, actually. But I've seen them on Amazon. I think you can get them at Walmart, I believe. Just something small and handy to have at your craft table. Now I'm just going to glue this on there. Needed to get my hot glue gun heated up more. It wasn't quite ready for me. Pretty cute. I'm going to use this little alphabet stencil that I got from the Dollar Tree. They have everything there. Use a little bit of white paint. And I'm just going to dab. I've got this little dabber brush that I got at the Dollar Tree as well. Let's start with the A first. I think we'll put the A right here. And as you can probably figure out, I'm going to spell USA. So you just get a very small amount on, and that's way too much. So then you have to dab it on something. And then just kind of, and that's probably still too much. Just go kind of circular motions. Great. Now, trying to probably have to dry that before I lay this down on it or smear. Such a thin coat that I think it's dried enough to lay my next letter down. Now we'll put the S, do the same type of technique there. Kind of just circular motions with a very minimal amount on your brush. Then the last one, the U. Same technique again. Got way too much on that time. Sometimes if you kind of pounce straight up and down too, that'll get those last couple spots that you need to fill in. I like that. Okay, the last thing I want to do is make just a small little bow. So I'm going to get a piece of thin twine and put in my bow dabber. I've got the mini bow dabber, and so it's not as high as the regular size one, but it works for all of my needs. So I just have some ticking fabric that I tore some strips off of. And so I'm just going to go back and forth. And I think I'll do just one more. Then you bring these two sides up and you tie it in a knot and then bring it up and then finish tying it in a knot. And what I think I will do, so what I have in mind is I'm thinking when it's hanging, the bow will be at the top here. So I'm just going to tie this onto the string here. And then I'm just going to leave it on there and tie it in a bow. Let's see, let's tie one more knot so make sure it's secure first. And I think once, let's trim. My scissors are a little on the dull side. I need to buy some good ones. And that is it for this project. Appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it inspires you to make something similar. And please like and subscribe to my channel. I sure would appreciate it, and you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. So I'm back. After all that, I decided I didn't like that bow up there, so I can always use that for something else. What I'm going to do is just use some of this, it's a little bit thicker baker's twine that I've had in my stash for a while now. So I'm just going to make a good old regular bow. Oop. And I'm just going to hot glue this on here, and with this America tag that I made on my computer. And what I think I'll do first is go around the edges with my distress ink. And I think since I have this out, I'm going to distress the edges of my flag just a wee bit too. A lot of times when I'm working with wood, I will use my Kiehl's dark sealing wax, and that would be fine, but since I have this, I'm just going to use this. And yeah, I like that more weathered, old, rustic look. And if you don't like this look, you know, just leave it the way it was. Totally fine. That's what's so nice about crafting. You know, we all have our likes and dislikes and styles, and we can take one item and do a bunch of different things with it. Okay, I do like that better. So get my bow, make sure it's laying right. Try to decide where I want to put it. And I do like that a whole lot better, and I hope you do too. Thank you so much.